And thank you everybody for coming along today. I've been to quite a few solar citizen functions and forums, and I always get really frustrated at these forums because I see the enthusiasm for solar and renewable energy, and yet our government just doesn't get it, and it really does frustrate me. And I've got to say, it's one of the biggest frustrations in being a politician that I often feel like I should shirt front Malcolm Turnbull or something to shake him into gear or whatever. But anyway. And I'll, unlike my colleagues, I'm going to stick to the script. I've written a script and I'm going to read it out and we'll go from there. Look, I think we live in a country where our federal government thinks that coal is good for humanity. And I'm of the view that it quite could possibly end humanity. The only way forward is to grow our economy and our society based on clean, renewable energy. And given our geographic situation, I think solar is the ideal answer. We all agree that this is the way forward, and we have brave yet achievable targets to deliver on this outcome, but we face resistance. As the only, or as a Senator for Queensland in Parliament, I see firsthand the challenges and the resistance we are up against. When I'm in Canberra and the Senate is sitting, I see resource company lobbyists moving from office to office, maintaining the pressure, peddling their donations to all the major parties, oozing their logic that coal is good, whining and dining our decision makers. We know we are up against a very, very big machine. That won't allow the future of the planet to get in the way of significant profits. We know that both major parties are receiving donations from resource companies. We know the rest of the world is moving away from dirty, disgusting coal and moving towards renewable energy. We also know our electricity network is owned by in Queensland by the state government, and is used as a tool for revenue at the expense of mums and dads, hardworking farmers and businesses. And I just get very frustrated when I see figures of doubling their profits in 12 months at the expense of mums and dads. It's just absolutely horrendous. So what do? We come together in forums like this because we have a voice and we all vote, which is something Larissa touched on. It is an election year, and your vote will count as far as getting people and parties in that are big fans of renewable energy. As consumers, we can move to power companies that source their energy from solar and renewable energy sources. We tell our neighbours, we tell our friends, our family and anyone that will listen to do the same. We can make a difference, and we will make a difference. The future of power in Queensland rests with solar energy. I made a very poor decision this morning. I decided I was going to walk here from down the road in a nice hot sunny day, summer's day, and of course I'm dripping in sweat and feeling very uncomfortable at the moment in a suit. But anyway, the state... Oh, that's good, that's good. We're in bathed in sunshine for large amounts of time during the year, and it's just a no-brainer. I think I get people in my office who've come up with some really good ideas talking about solar energy powering small towns in rural and regional Queensland, and the list goes on. I've been to a really good battery business in 70 Mile Rocks, Red Flow it's called. They have the capacity to power towns with energy stored in batteries, and yet they put in for tenders on a lot of government jobs and just aren't given a look in. And it really is frustrating, not only for them, but of course everybody involved that likes renewable energy. I guess at the end of the day, we must work together as a team. What will I do? Well, I'm going to continue to work at federal level to push for change in the Parliament of Australia, and I will encourage other senators to do the same. No, you're not a senator. I will continue to support legislation which moves our country towards renewable energy, and I just will say I don't think Larissa will need much convincing about renewable energy. Sorry about that. I've already voted to keep the CEFC and ARENA established. And I also voted against the reduction in the RET, which, Mark, I'm sorry to say, Labor and the Coalition got into bed together to make sure that went through. I'm still sickened, and I really am. I am sickened that as a result of Labor and the Coalition getting into bed together last year, that Australia now is the first country in the world, and as I understand it, the only country in the world, to reduce their renewable energy target, which I think is an embarrassment for this country. I've already raised the need for more funding and priority to be given to renewable energy projects across Queensland and more broadly the rest of the country, and I will continue to push hard in this area. We need more investment in renewable energy in Australia, whether it be from foreign investors or from Australian investors. And as Mark said, I was really, really disappointed that billions of dollars of renewable energy projects just went offshore because of the uncertainty around renewable energy targets and our thirst for coal and no appetite whatsoever for renewable energy. I should also add that foreign investment to me doesn't mean we sell off our assets. It simply means we allow foreign investors to partner with us in growing businesses. We should obviously continue to own our assets. I am also a fierce anti-CSG activist, and I cannot believe that this government and resource companies are allowing our land and our people, our water and the environment to be destroyed by this horrendous form of unconventional gas extraction. Why destroy our countryside and lives when we can utilise clean, efficient and cost-effective energy like solar energy? What can the people of Queensland do? Well, the people of Queensland can undertake vital work across our communities, contacting our politicians and encouraging consumers to force change. And obviously, as Larissa touched, it is an election year, your vote counts, and I think you're in a great position to send a very, very clear message that we want renewable energy to be taken seriously. What can organisations like Solar Citizens do? Wonderful organisations like Solar Citizens can continue to undertake important work to make noise, create policy and give Australians a voice. If there's one thing I've learned in politics, and I guarantee you Jackie Lambie will agree with me, making noise does get people into gear and gets them to make decisions and actions. And what can we all do? Well, together we can create change and make a difference. So in summary, I'd like to thank everybody for coming here today. As I say, I love coming to organised forums like this that involve Solar Citizens, but I do become very frustrated for the reasons I outlined earlier. I guess initiatives of this nature are important and play a crucial role in building momentum. We need to trust in what I call the Pantene principle. And as Rachel Hunter famously said, it won't happen overnight, but it will happen. Thank you.